Gentlemen, welcome to my channel, The World of Construction Machineries. As we are meeting each other after a short break, we have a beautiful topic today on the various basic methods of material handling. Before we move on to the topic, let me remind you the areas we have gone through so far. We have already seen 4x4 rough terrain forklifts and telescopic handlers in detail. Another segment we discussed was on port handling equipment such as container reach stackers. We have gone further through various types of skid steer loaders, wheel loaders, backhoe loaders, and excavators. We have seen plenty of attachments and their feasibility on those construction machineries. As you can understand from those segments, we focus on the core topic of material handling, which is very much essential in construction, manufacturing, and also in logistics projects. Thank you all my viewers who have been providing me with valuable feedback, directing to address very good questions. In view of this, today I would like to enlighten you on the basic methods of material handling process. You know, everyone in the world is speaking about economic growth and sustainability. It means the economic growth focus on profitability, people, and their environment. It will sustain only if these three factors are equally considered. You know, according to UAE Central Bank, the UAE economy is expected to grow 4.2% in 2022. Thanks to the vision of its great leaders. If you consider economic growth of any country, you know the construction, manufacturing, and logistics business have very important contributions. Look at Dubai's roads, air, and sea network. It is really well developed and it eases transportation in and around the city. You know, UAE has invested a lot on infrastructure, and you know, a country can only attract investors if the infrastructure is developed. November 2 to 4, put a reminder on your calendar. This is to attend the material handling exhibition in Dubai Exhibition Center in Expo 2020. Well, if you are a warehouse or logistics manager, you will be focusing all your attention on how to improve the efficiency of your warehouse operations. You will be making a regular monitoring and assessment of your strategies implemented. You know, one of the key factors in your assessment will be to look at the inventory of material handling equipment and also the storage facilities you already have in your place. What we understand from material handling in a manufacturing unit. Yes, the raw materials will be moving from its storage facility to the manufacturing plant where it undergoes, you know, so many different processes. The finished goods are then transferred from its factory to its distribution facility. And from distribution facility, it goes to the wholesale or retail outlets. As we say about material handling in general, it includes several branches of materials, equipment, and methods. Let us look for some of those. Say if you have a warehouse facility, then you may have some kind of storage and handling equipment in your facility. You can create platforms in order to store materials. For example, it could be a movable platform, modular structure, a racking system, or something similar to that. The idea is to create more floor space in your warehouse or storage area. Then you can create shelves, which is a common storage method as we can see on most of the warehouses. These shelves are suitable for organizing small kind of material which are not easy to handle with. On the other hand, you see cantilevers as storage in warehouses. For your understanding, you can see cantilevers, with construction of bridges. The beauty is that they don't create any vertical obstructions in your storage area. So this is absolutely suitable for storage of longer and bulky materials. You know why? There are no obstructions for loading or offloading either in vertical direction, in front or in sideways. For example, if you got some pipes or logs, timber or similar material which are not palletized, the best option is to use cantilever racks. Even you can use sheet metals on cantilever racks. It is so flexible, easily accessible racking method where an operator can identify the slots immediately. He can even store longer and irregular objects. Cantilever racks are made single-sided or double-sided as required. When we deal with longer materials, this is a very cost-effective storage method as we compare with pallet racks. So, cantilever racks are convenient to utilize your vertical floor space efficiently. You can also create some frames for stacking liquid materials such as containers or pallets, which are not supposed to be compressed. They have to be safe within the frame for preventing any damage or spillage. The pallet racking method is very common through even though you can find plenty of racking options. These racking systems can contain pallets which are accessible to an operator and it saves floor space through proper organization. You can also avoid renting or buying new storage facilities which are expensive, of course. If your vertical space is very efficiently managed through pallet racking systems. There are also pallet racking systems where pallets are moving on a set of rollers. It is due to gravity. You have a roller track, where the pallets are loaded from one end, moving through the rollers and then unloaded at the other end. These rollers are wide enough so they can contain even multiple pallets. We can control the speed of the rollers and also there is a braking function in place. Similar floor racking systems are available for handling boxes or cartons. Some of the common racking systems is to place the pallets against on a horizontal rail, against a wall. Normally, a forklift can bring the pallets to the rails, and the same can be retrieved from the same spot as required. In this case, one side of the racking system is closed. There are also racking systems where the loaded truck can be driven completely through the racking system. This kind of racking is completely open on all sides, and there is room for a forklift to operate through the racks. Another common material handling method is to use automated systems. For example, you can have an order picker. In other words, we call as cherry picker with automated functions. An operator can easily access the exact location of the goods and it can be retrieved. Another kind of material handling is to use conveyor systems. There are many different varieties of conveyors. Some of them are, overhead type. Some are vibrating types. Some are with chains. There are replacements to traditional conveyor belts. You know about AGVs? They are automated guided vehicles. AGVs are computer controlled and they can travel to defined paths and it can sense and detect an object. They can transport products along a route automatically without guidance from anyone. For example, it could be a robot, special purpose vehicles such as pallet trucks, or it could be even a towing vehicle. We have already seen the potential of industrial handling equipment such as forklifts of various kinds. Among material handling equipment, the simplest types are wheelbarrows. You may please watch my previous videos for more information on this. In material handling, there are manual, automated, and semi-automated processes. The processes include lifting, carrying, loading, or transporting materials. So, it is essential to implement safety policies. Also, it is very important to have personal protection equipment and other safety measures in place. Do you know, in warehouse accidents, it is quite surprising to see that over 25% of accidents in forklifts are due to tip over, or what we call as overturning. About 25% of people become disabled, where 20% are of permanent disability. Although workers may be knowledgeable about powered equipment, they must take precautions when stacking and storing materials. So it is mandatory to have properly trained operator for using any lifting trucks. At the same time, it is also important to have quality material handling equipment because you can increase your productivity through better performing equipment. So, if you would like to have your warehouse staff healthy and happy, you should have the right equipment and, of course, well-trained operators. This is an area where I can help you on. Please share with me your feedback on this video. And this is Tajid Al-Qasim signing off, and see you soon with the next topic. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.